Welcome to part 2 of How the Stages of Development Correlate to Your Spiritual Growth. In this video, we will be discussing stages 4 through 8 of Erikson's 8 stages of development. If you have not already checked out the first video of stages 1 through 4, please do, as it will segue into this video. Exploring these intersections of psychological development and or spiritual growth will help us begin to see the ways in which our inner world influences our outer reality. We can identify the ways in which our unconscious patterns and belief systems shape our perceptions and experiences, and how our spiritual practice can, in turn, transform these patterns and beliefs. By integrating Erikson's stages into our spiritual journey, we can develop a more nuanced understanding of ourselves and the world, allowing us to live a more authentic, compassionate, and meaningful life. If you feel called to like, comment, share, and or subscribe to become a part of the Spiritual Tribe, then I thank you in advance. If not, it is completely fine. I am just glad you were here tuning in. So let's begin, shall we? Starting with stage 5, identity versus role confusion. This stage ranges from ages 12 to about 18 years old, and it's the stage when a preteen or a teen is asking themselves, who am I? What is my role and purpose? And what crowd do I fit into? These questions occur to challenge us or develop our beliefs, goals, and values. This stage is a literal transition from childhood to adulthood. According to Erikson, this is the stage where the ego begins to form and is a critical stage. This stage involves the exploration of personal identity, where individuals seek to understand who they are and their place in this world. Successful navigation of this phase leads to a strong sense of self and direction, while failure may result in confusion about one's role and lack of personal identity. Adolescents grapple with various social roles and expectations, which can either solidify their identity or contribute to uncertainty or instability in their self-concept. For example, a teen in high school may struggle to pick a major or extracurricular because they're torn between what their friends want and think and what they really want and think. Whereas on the reverse end, a teen in high school may confidently go after what it is that they want at the time that they want it because they could truly care less how anyone else thinks or feels, as they are secure in who they are and their role in this life. The resolution of this conflict is essential for developing a coherent identity, which serves as a foundation for adulthood. Those who experience role confusion may struggle with self-esteem and face challenges in forming meaningful connections, highlighting the importance of supportive environments that encourage exploration and self-discovery. Stage 6, intimacy versus isolation. Occurring between the ages of about 19 and 40 years old, you can see this stage spans for a great portion of our lives and may take several years to develop. This stage emphasizes the importance of forming deep, meaningful relationships with others. Successful navigation of this stage leads to the ability to establish intimate connections, fostering emotional support and companionship. Conversely, failure to achieve intimacy may result in feelings of isolation and loneliness, hindering personal growth and social engagement. Individuals who successfully develop intimacy are more likely to experience fulfilling relationships, contributing to a sense of belonging and purpose. In contrast, those who struggle with this stage may find themselves withdrawing from social interactions, leading to a cycle of isolation that can adversely affect their mental health and future relationships. Thus, the intimacy versus isolation stage plays a pivotal role in shaping an individual's social and emotional landscape. You will find that this and pretty much all of the stages correlate to the earlier stages that set the tone for the later ones. For example, if you struggled with stage 1, trust versus mistrust, stage 2, autonomy versus shame and doubt, and or stage 3, initiative versus guilt, you may find it hard to trust others or yourself enough to be vulnerable, open, or intimate due to possibly being made to feel guilty or ashamed of expressing yourself or tapping into a more softer side. Stage 7, generativity versus stagnation. Occurring during middle adulthood, preferably between the ages of 40 and 65 years old, this stage emphasizes the importance of contributing to society and fostering the next generation, which can manifest through parenting, mentorship, or community involvement. Individuals who successfully navigate this stage experience a sense of fulfillment and purpose, as they feel they are making a positive impact on the world around them. Conversely, those who struggle with this stage may experience stagnation characterized by feelings of unproductiveness and disconnection from societal contributions. This stagnation can lead to a sense of emptiness and dissatisfaction, as individuals may feel they are not leaving a meaningful legacy. The balance between generativity and stagnation is crucial for personal development and overall well-being. Generativity refers to making your mark on the world by caring for others, as well as through creating and accomplishing things that make the world a better place. While stagnation is just that, no movement, not doing anything that you deem at least meaningful. For example, someone who gives back to the community, feeds the homeless, and or volunteers, etc., may feel a greater sense of fulfillment in life, more than someone who may not necessarily do those things at all. Ultimately, Erikson's framework highlights the significance of generativity as a driving force for personal growth and societal engagement. By fostering connections and contributing to the welfare of others, individuals can achieve a sense of accomplishment and continuity, which is essential for a fulfilling life. Examples of stagnation may include being self-centered, failing to get involved with others, unproductive, stuck in your ways, and or being selfish. Stage 8, integrity versus despair. This final stage of Erikson's stages of development happens between the ages of 65 years old until our end of days. This is a major time of life reflection. At this stage, we either gain a sense of wisdom and fulfillment, aka integrity, or experience disappointment and regret, aka despair. A sense of integrity emerges when one feels a sense of fulfillment and acceptance regarding their life choices, leading to feelings of wisdom and satisfaction. Conversely, those who struggle with this reflection may experience despair, characterized by regret and dissatisfaction. This negative outcome often stems from unresolved conflicts or unachieved goals, resulting in a sense of failure. The balance between these two outcomes significantly influences an individual's overall well-being and perspective on life as they age. Ultimately, the integrity versus despair stage highlights the importance of self-reflection and acceptance in shaping one's identity and emotional health in the later years. It underscores the need for individuals to come to terms with their past to foster a sense of peace and purpose as they approach the end of life. Examples of integrity are feelings of wholeness, peace, success, and wisdom, while examples of despair include bitterness, regret, ruminating, depression, and hopelessness. It's good to know that we may bounce between each stage as we grow and we ascend as individuals. Sometimes it's vital to revisit and work through old wounds, habits, ways of thinking, etc., in order to become our most optimal selves, be it physically, mentally, emotionally, and or spiritually. We can now begin to see how these stages mirror our spiritual journey. The stage of industry versus inferiority parallels our efforts to find meaning and purpose, while the stage of identity versus role confusion speaks to our search for authenticity and self-awareness. The later stages of intimacy versus isolation, generativity versus stagnation, and integrity versus despair all resonate deeply with our spiritual aspirations, revealing a profound connection between psychological development and spiritual growth. By recognizing these parallels, we can tap into the wisdom that each of these stages hold and unlock new pathways to spiritual fulfillment. Integrating Erikson's development stages can illuminate pathways to spiritual growth and personal development we had no idea existed. If you found this exploration enlightening, please consider liking, sharing, and or subscribing, and let us know down below in the comments as well if you noticed how each or any of these stages correspond to your spiritual journey. But for now, until next time, bye.